Welcome back to another AQ 3D video. Now in this one I wanted to go over something that is an old item that not everybody knows about. Recently we got a new character skin. Now if you bought the bundle that this comes with, you also get an emote that you can use, this sanguineous emote, which does this. And it looks really, really awesome. I mean, just look at that. That looks great. If you didn't know, there are a pair of wings that look rather similar to the emote, and I wanted to showcase those in this video. They're called the Wolf Wings Bat Wings, and you can get these inside of a dungeon in Darkovia. So you'd be heading over to the... where's Darkovia? Darkovia, and you're heading to the castle, but you're not going to be staying in this location. You're going to double around and then head here. Now, if you don't have access to the castle, it's because you haven't played through the storyline of Darkovia, so you can play through to get access to this location over here, because this is where you're going to be going, is inside this cave. Feel free to take a load off if you just want to sit in front of the fire, but I mean, that's not why we're here. We're here to go into this little area. But before we do that, talk to this guy, and in here you've got some Wolf Wings mementos, and here you can find different weapons and whatnot. So if there's something that you're wanting, and this actually, there's another variant of this called the Blazing Lance, which you can obtain. Is basically looks exactly the same as this pretty much, but it's dropped, a rare drop inside of a chest in the thing. But look at the size of this. That's a pretty bloody big weapon. I like it. There is a requirement level of level 31 for any of these things, so you do need to be a required level. But this is where you get all of these different items, is right in here, the armor set that I'm wearing. However, the armor set is available there, but not the wings. The wings you can only get inside of here. You've also got the, wait a minute here. So you can craft them, but you can also get a drop of them as well, which that's actually pretty nice. I wish they did that with everything. So anyways, if you go in to the public dungeon, it will be scaled to your level. So if you're level 50, for instance, it will scale to your level. However, if you want it a little bit easier, you can run this solo. Just get a group of people, and then you can go into the private dungeon and then go into unscaled. I really wish they had this option for public dungeons as well, but whatever. In here you're going to be faced with Wolf Wing, and then of course your job is to take him down. And if you are a high level, it's not going to be a problem to actually do this. He's going to have variants of himself spawning around in this dungeon as well. He's going to come back, and then you pummel him again until he vanishes. You're also going to keep an eye out, because he's going to be doing this big power thing as well, which he doesn't do yet, but he definitely will. And then you've got the Howling Wolf Wing to attend to, so you can take him down, and then a couple of these little werewolves. This is what I'm talking about. This thing here will kill you if you don't get into these little white zones. So make sure you get into the white zones when he drops that big giant nuke, because that can one hit you. So then you take down the Howling version, and at this point he's going to come back as the Wolf Wing the Exalted. So now he's the blood-lusted Wolf Wing. So at this point you can then take him down. Now this is when he's going to be continuously doing that, so just jump into those. You don't need to stay in it as long as you're in it for a moment. Also make sure you get to those places, because if he sends out that thing and you don't get there, you will die. And there we go. Once you take him down, he's going to appear up there in all of his glory. This is actually a pretty cool fight, though. I really enjoyed this boss fight. And then he's going to drop the chest of the Blood Wolf. So you take that down, and this is where you're going to have a chance to get the thingy. But there, I got the Wolf Wing Slayer thing. You also get some monstrous blood and some werewolf fur, which is used for crafting. The monstrous blood is also used for crafting, but not in this location. And this is also where you would be obtaining the wings. Now it's a pretty low drop rate, so it's going to take you a while to do this, but if you are max level, you can do this no problem. Solo or with a group is even faster. If you're curious where you spend those monstrous blood things, that's right in here at the very bottom down here. You're going to find these things cost monstrous blood, and this is the Shadow Slayer armor set. So if you're interested in a black armor, which is a pretty nice armor, these are the shoulders of it. You can see a skull in there, and then he's got his hat, which is a pretty nice dark hat, or a dark cloak. So you've got these options right here. Keeping in mind, of course, there will be a quest thing to play through here, which you will need to do in order to get access to those. But yeah, that is it for this video. I felt this was a good time to do it since it is close to Halloween and there's a lot of people out there that are new players that may not have known about those wolf wing things. So in case you didn't and you're interested, that is how you obtain them. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.